Okay, so if you're tuning in, I'm writing this. This might be the start of a new book on the nature of money and its spiritual necessity. I'm writing it live because I didn't want to be alone, and I'll write it into this section for you guys. I'll read it for you just to give you guys an idea. This is probably one of the most powerful videos or powerful ideas, concepts I think I'll ever work on. I'm really excited to develop it with you guys. Whoever's here is here, whoever isn't. I'm just gonna be typing away and sharing it with you guys as I go. Let's have some fun. bear with me on the patient part. Writing books can be a slow process. This is by no means a video where we're going to be talking too much or philosophizing too much. The value that I will be presenting to you guys with is the development of a concept involving the necessity for physical wealth, physical gain, financial, monetary. Its past with damnation, its future with spirituality. And we're going to see where it goes. We're going to see where it goes. I'm also trying to break the habit of writing in the passive voice, which we do a lot. And not only is writing in the passive voice well, we'll talk about that later. It has to do with materializing, manifesting our proactiveness into the world, our interjecting ourselves into the world, how we act, how we think, how we feel, how we speak, how we write. The words we use are all part of it, you know? So being mindful of not only how we talk, but how we write is also super important, super important. And so I'm working on that too as I write this, because I'm not writing this for you guys, believe it or not. I'm writing it for myself, and I'm sharing it with you guys. Take what you need, leave the rest. Well, this is sort of we'll call this a man of letters writing workshop. Not as shiny and frilly as your average YouTube video, I know, but sometimes we can't always operate in shiny and frilly. We got to get down to. Anywho, I'm gonna keep going. I have a good thought right now. I have a good thought. It's a good thought, man. I miss writing. I haven't been writing in a while. I'm stoked, actually. It's like it's all coming together. Thank you. Thank you. I'll read to you guys what I have in a second. Feel free to clean or get ready for the new year. I highly suggest you guys I highly suggest you guys map out your new year before the new year. If you have a checklist you need to create, if you have some feng shui that you need to handle in your house, if you have some rituals you need to do, if you have some crafts you need to create, whatever you have planned for the new year, for the love of God, get it going before the first. Get a substantial amount accomplished before the first. We want our house to be spotless and feng shuied on the first, right? We don't want to be scrambling last minute and set the intention for the year, scrambling shit at the last minute. Even though technically we already missed the beginning of the solar year. But as far as humanity goes, human consciousness dictates a lot of the energies of the world too. So if the vast majority of the world is feeling like January 1st is the start, that's going to dictate a lot of what we see in the in the objective reality outside. Anywho, I'm gonna keep going with this thought. Thanks for hanging out. I'll read to you guys what I have when it's done. Just a moment. Just a moment. All right, you guys want to read what I have so far? Well, I've shared the first couple of paragraphs, but I'll read it up. Good habit to get into is reading things out loud. But say you write something, if you're a blogger or you want to write a book or something, you want to write it, you want to read it over, of course, a few times, but then you want to read it out loud to hear how it sounds spoken. Really, anyhow. All right, check it out, you guys. So, let me actually a book or something. You want to write it, you want to read it over, of course, a few times, but then you want to read it out loud and get it to check the audio. Okay. And the nature of money. Spirituality, as seen in the first quarter of the 21st century, has been the fork in the road for a millennia of physical damnation, quite literally. Humanity's destiny has always been for the stars and to shun what is here on the planet. I believe we've had that wrong. We are here because we need to learn how to navigate this planet. How can we expect to thrive in any other dimension if we can't master our current situation, our current one? As the Kabbalion stated, man will always be servant to the higher planes and dimensions, but shall be master to the ones below him. This third dimension is made of the material, and we are in it. We shall not shun it. Instead, we shall become masters of it. We shall utilize what this beautiful existence has given us to explore the infiniteness of this dimension. This dimension. The path to ascension is not finished when we hit some arbitrary number. Or what I'm trying to say is, the path to ascension is not finished when we hit some arbitrary dimensional number. For example, like, oh, we need to get to the 5th dimension and then we've made it, or we need to get to the 9th dimension and then we've made it. That's what I was trying to say. I'll have to reword that, but the path to ascension is not finished when we hit some arbitrary number. It is finished when the all says it is. Every step we take but furthers the path. Every inch gained climbing the mountain furthers the apex. But growth is not only infinite upwards to other dimensions, it is also infinite sideways within the many nooks and facets of our own current reality. Our progress from this plane could be by choice, because we have explored every inch of it and bathed in every beauty imaginable. It does us no good to demonize which facilitate our growth. Material wealth can and will be our greatest asset to gaining power and knowledge in a material world. It can corrupt, but it can also purify. What do you think? That's what I got so far. What's up, MCQ31? Vámonos, man. Vámonos. Ya me voy. Or ya nos vamos? How would you say that in Spanish? Ya nos vamos? Hold on a second. I gotta. What do you guys think so far? What do you guys think? I'm trying to think of like a corresponding sort of analogy, that will tie this thought in. Money being essential to spiritual advancement, and at least this current. You know, I have something. I have something beautiful. See, for example, so I started writing something. If you guys are just coming in, this is also part writing workshop. We need to stop writing in the passive voice. I write in the passive voice a lot. I speak in the passive voice a lot. And I do it because I have this I like that air of mysteriousness, introspectiveness, contemplative, sort of philosophical shit, which is useful in some cases, but not in all of them. For example, I started off this paragraph saying, I think the problem is that obviously it's me who's doing the thinking since it's me who's doing the writing. So I don't need to write. I think the problem is that all I need to say is the problem is that, and then continue. For two reasons. One, obviously it's me doing the thinking since I'm doing the writing, and two, which just sounds more powerful. Like, oh, I think the problem is that we need to wake up earlier. You know, that's almost like leaving it up for debate as to saying the problem is you need to fucking wake up earlier. That's a little more, well, I threw in the cussing for extra oomph, but you see what I'm saying. Anywho. Sorry, I'm muting the typing, or I'll ask you guys, is it annoying hearing that dog yip in the background and the keystrokes? Or would you rather just mute while this stupid dog is yipping in the background? Shaw, Candy, hello Candy. Hello Stephanie Ramirez. Lemuria, what's cracking? Peter Lopez, Keith the Atlantean. That's really nice. I'll wear that title. However, there were many Atlanteans, so maybe we're all squad. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. Get that garden popping. Okay. You guys don't hear the dog dope. Okay, well then we'll carry on. I have a good thought right now though. I got something's coming through. Something's coming through, you guys. I'm stoked. Wait till you hear this. Almost started writing the passive voice again. For example, I wrote this sentence. The only reason this hold on. This stupid program auto corrects my words to words so far from what I was trying to write that it's unrecognizable what I was trying to write. I hate writing in notes on the MacBook. It's so frustrating. Okay. So I wrote the only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we've given our power of reason and emotion to entities without anywho. Instead of just writing, we've given our power of reason, or how about we've relinquished our power and reason, and leave it at that. So you'll see context. We've given our power, reason, and emotion to. I want to write reptilians, but that probably won't fare well if I were to publish this thing. We'll just write to limiting beliefs. I know it's a little cliche, but it's all I got right now. All right, I got to read this back because I might be rambling. Okay. Thank you, Caesar. Okay. So on the nature of money and its spiritual necessity, we can say, or we carried on with, people think that spirituality exists in one specific, no, hold on. So before this, I wrote, our progress from this plane should be by choice, because we have explored every inch of it and bathed in every beauty imaginable. It does us no good to demonize what should be used to facilitate our growth. Material wealth can and will be our greatest asset to gaining power and knowledge in a material world. It can corrupt, yes, but it can also purify. The problem is that people cannot think big enough. People lack the ability to imagine a world where they are using the material wealth that they have to explore their universe properly. Who's to say There isn't some magnificent discovery to be had on some distant planet in a distant galaxy far, far away. What if I wanted to learn how to build my own lightsaber from some alien crystal material with Yoda? People think spirituality exists in one specific way. It has to look like their favorite Buddha statue or some ancient Egyptian relic. These are starting points, yes, but these are only possibilities of how spirituality can manifest in our dimension. After all, before the Buddha, what were the people imagining as spirituality? Before the Egyptian gods, what were humans fantasizing as a bridge to the heavens? There can be a million different planets with higher life forms on them, and spirituality will look different on each and every one. Different colors, different ideas, different gods, different constellations even. A kaleidoscope of beauty refracting patterns of light across the universe. Each its own unique individual lens of existence. Necessary, each its own necessary lens of existence. Material wealth will allow us to explore all these things. We've given our power of reason and emotion to limiting beliefs. We've either consciously or unconsciously chosen to be the effects in this world instead of the causes. And as a result, our entire reason for existing belongs to someone else. They say jump, we say how high. They say live with less, and we say sure, take my things. Well, what do you guys think so far? We've got a healthy amount written. How many words do we have? So far, in the past about 20 minutes or so, we've written 639 words. We've written 639. Wow, we've written 639 words, 639. How many characters is 3,633? Lots of threes and lots of sixes and lots of nines. Well played, universe. Well played. Thank you, Ms. Jackson. I'm Colio Lemuria. Who? Well, should I read I'm going to read the whole thing in context. I'll read the whole thing that we've written so far. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Thank you for joining our little writing workshop. Money can be the most spiritual asset you've ever come across. Yeah. The mind is all. Mind pervades everything, and as a result, every effect resulting from the origin of thought contains within it fragments of the all. In other words, you cannot have an effect that does not bear some fragments of the cause. So it would seem by this premise that source can be found within literally. Now, to some degree, there is a variation of things being more or less objectively speaking, and it is wise for the individual to study what is within their own hearts and desires so they can have a clear image of what in fact is good or bad, according to the individual's decisions. Spirituality, as seen in the first quarter of the 21st century, has been the fork in the road for a millennia of physical damnation, quite literally. Humanity's destiny has always been for the stars and to shun what is here on the planet. I believe we've had that wrong. We are here because we need to learn how to navigate this plane. How can we expect to thrive in any other dimension if we can't master our own? As the Kabbalion stated, man will always be servant to the higher planes and dimensions, but shall be master to the ones below him. This third dimension is made of the material and we are in it. We shall not shun it. Instead, we shall become masters of it. We shall utilize what this beautiful existence has given us to explore the infiniteness of this dimension. The path to ascension is not finished when we hit some arbitrary number, 5D, 60, 70. It is finished when the all says it is. Every step we take furthers the path. Every inch gained climbing the mountain furthers the apex. The growth is not only upwards to other dimensions, it's also infinite sideways within many nooks and facets of our own, of this current reality. Our progress from this plane can be by choice, because we have explored every inch of it and bathed in every beauty imaginable. It does us no good to demonize what should be used to facilitate our growth. Material wealth can and will be our greatest asset to gaining power and knowledge in a material world. It can corrupt, but it can also purify. The problem is that people cannot think big enough. People lack the ability to imagine a world where they are using the material wealth that they have to explore the universe properly. Who's to say that there isn't some magnificent discovery to be had on some distant planet in a galaxy far, far away? What if I wanted to learn how to build my own lightsaber? Some alien crystal magic Yoda. People think that spirituality exists in one specific way. It has to look like their favorite Buddha statue or some ancient Egyptian relic. These are starting points, yes, but these are only possibilities of how spirituality can manifest in our current dimension. After all, before the Buddha, what were Buddhists imagining as spirituality? Before the Egyptian gods, what were humans fantasizing as a bridge to the heavens? There can be a million different planets with higher life forms on them, and spirituality would look different on each and every one. Different colors, different ideas, gods, different constellations even. A kaleidoscope of beauty, refracting patterns of light across the universe. Material wealth will only allow us to explore all these things. We've given our power of reason and emotion to limiting beliefs. We've either consciously or unconsciously chosen to be effects in this world instead of causes. And as a result, our entire reason for existing belongs to someone else. They say jump, we respond, how high? They say live less, we say, sure, you can have my things. That's all I got so far. That's all I got so far. However, I feel it's a great start. Yeah, I wrote something up the other day. I've been doing a lot of writing lately, this past couple. That was perfect timing. This little descending into the depths, man. It's been working because I've been writing a lot these past couple days. Not even planning to write more. I've just been doing it. um, Anywho, on the nature of money and its spiritual necessity, it almost feels like it's been some big twisted joke. We refuse. Yeah, I want to say it seems like a big joke. I was speaking in the passive again. Stop fucking speaking in the passive, Keith. Aren't using the active voice. Active voice. Active voice. It seems like, well, I was thinking, in consideration of, if you guys remember much of your English classes, but if anything starts with a preposition, it's probably written in the passive voice. In the meantime, passive voice, I was thinking that passive voice, it would be noteworthy passive voice. It's like, just fucking state what you have to say with authority and conviction and be on your way. Anywho, I was talking mostly to myself, you guys, not to you. What I wanted to say was, what's another word for arbitrary? Arbitrary. Synonym. Arbitrary. Random. I don't really like random. Sorry, that's possible. Arbitrary, random. Yeah. Capricious. Ooh, that's a good word. Irrational. That's a good one. Subjective, unreasonable, inconsistent. It's either going to be erratic. That's a good one. Capricious is good. We'll use capricious. We don't use that word very often. Why not, sir? We're gonna go with capricious. We'll see how it feels. We'll see how it feels. I'm stuck. Oh, I love this song. What a dope little remix of this song. And I'm missing you. I'll never be like you. Ooh. I'm only human, can't you see? Yo, this song is a lo-fi broken down version of this song called Get Lost in Shiny Things. Oh, what's this song called? Never Be Like You by Flume, I think. Yeah, it's Flume featuring Kai. What a dope ass song. Yo, I love this song. Great timing, universe. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Thank you. I'm almost done with this passage, you guys. It started off good, but it's feeling a little weird. I'm having trouble here. Well, I'll read it out loud to you guys. I have to read it out loud because it's the only way I can develop the thought. People cannot see that we praise the material world within our actions just as much as we praise the spiritual worlds with our chants or rituals. And that's not a bad thing. Praise them both. For the love, for the love of as above, so below. As alchemists on this dimension, it is our job to provide a bridge from the etheric to this one. Not to gaze longingly at the stars of our ancestors that could have even been blown up by now. We bring the heavens down to this plane. That is what we do. We make heaven on earth. We don't chase these capricious notions of the promised land that lies just beyond the clouds. If we do that, we are only giving old world outdated ideas new marketing campaigns. I don't like it. Might have to scratch that paragraph. I like it, but I don't like how it came out. I'm only human, can't you see? I'm missing. Oui, oui, Empress Infinite. Alors, je pense que nous sommes finis pour maintenant. Oh. All right, that might be enough for now. I need to eat some food. It has its place, Lemuria. Thanks, man. I don't know if you guys write anything in general, music lyrics or poetry or books or something. It's always like you'll write something and it's like, yeah, that needs to be said, but I don't like how I'm saying it. And you just stare at it and you hash it out, you tweak this, and half an hour later, boom, you got some magic. So I might have to come back to that after I've had some food. After I've had some. Lemuria, no. Un peu. J'ai pris le français depuis 3 ans. 3 ans dans l'école. Quand j'étais comme 10 ans. When I was 15, how do you say 15? 10 ans. Mais je n'oubliais pas beaucoup de français. I said I took French for 3 years in school. I was 15, but I don't remember a lot. Okay, thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for chilling. That was nice. I think I might take the scripts that we wrote, and read it on I really want to fix that last paragraph though, man. I'm gonna be reading it at least. Like I wrote gaze and misspelled it, and so instead of just saying, oh, you spelled gaze wrong, it goes, oh, maybe he wanted to write gas, and it just corrects it to gas. And so I'll look back at something thinking, the fuck was I trying to say? Gas? Oh, gaze. Come on, man. Notes, you suck. Just tell me I spelled something wrong. Don't try to fix it. I'll just take that line out. That line is a little weird, Keith. That line's a little weird. We'll take that one out. The ancestors got pissed. I think that's what happened. I don't like that last line. All right, we took out one, we omitted one sentence, and now we're going to rework the last one, and I think we'll be good. Hold on. We'll omit both of them for now. If something comes up when I'm reading them on the video, then I'll just freestyle from there. That's good. That's enough to work with. I like it. Well done, squad. Well done. Well done. I'm hungry. The boy is hungry. Harpo's World of Thoughts uploaded. Crack kills. Don't mess with it. Can't argue that. Can't argue that, Carpo's World of Thoughts. It's an interesting thought. A bit on the nose, I'd say. A bit on the nose, but... Sea Flower. You missed it, Sea Flower. We've been slapping. We wrote a script for a video later about, well, on the nature of money and its spiritual necessity. We'll get some food. Thank you guys for hanging out, Lemuria. But thanks for hanging out, Sea Flower, Pishao Mercury, Don Julio. I added that YouTube channel you suggested if you're still here. Empress. Who else we got? Miss Jackson. All the wall, Salabi. All the wall. Bajan's messages. Appreciate you too. Appreciate you too. Alexander Cott. Everyone. And all you other wallflowers in here that are just listening to us in the background. Thank you for choosing Man of Letters to be your background swag vibes. You know what I mean? I appreciate a good background vibe. When I can't fully concentrate on something, but I really want to be a part of a certain world. And so I have to make the sacrifice as it being background while I handle more prominent things. So to have me be that space means a lot. Thank you guys, all of you. Christmas was good. Thank you, Sea Flower Empress. Hope you guys had a good Yuletide. I'll shoot a video later. I'll see you guys for the live tomorrow night. I'm gonna make a post. I don't know if I want to do some chanting or maybe get a guest speaker on, see if we can get a last minute guest speaker, maybe do some card pulling. We'll take a poll later on and see what you guys want. And so tomorrow, our official Monday Night Lives will be held tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for hanging out.